Okay, now, Aquarius. When Saturn enters, almost on the same day, a couple days apart from Jupiter, I mean, dude, that's a big hit. You know what I'm saying? And that's what just happened to you guys. So Jupiter, the planet of fortune and luck, but also benevolence and prosperity, enters at the same time as Saturn, which is the energy, the planet of restriction, foundation, law, order, and karma. That's a lot. It's not bad, but it's a lot. It's a big thud. Okay, here's some reality that, you know, Aquarians tend to be very good at escaping. But there is no escape right now. There is definitely Big Papa Saturn coming back. There is some sense going on here. Let me just explain the scenario, and you decide, you let me know, like, how it impacts your life. Somebody has taken too much, and now they're getting a reminder that they did. They took too much, and now it's time to start giving. You know, now it's time to start donating and contributing instead of just taking and spending and being self-absorbed. It's time to start doing for others. This could also be related to a shift in abundance, because the most wonderful expression of abundance is to give. You know, it is to give to give unconditionally, without a sense of needing to receive. But there's an energy here, or even wanting to receive, but there is an energy here, and it came out multiple times in multiple ways, like different cards reinforcing. There is a conflict here with finances. A conflict here with finances that is impacting relationships. Now, whether it's you on which side you're on, that I'm not sure. And I think it could probably be different for a bunch of you, especially like the perception of somebody could think you owe them and you don't think you owe them at all. Or you could know somebody is indebted to you and you've given a lot to somebody, and now it's about damn time that they start giving back. Or just a sense of recognizing and realizing who somebody really is if they are not and do not match your benevolence. It's not like there's an attachment to, well, I owe you this and you owe me that. But there is a sense of really seeing somebody's truth, like who somebody truly is, when all they do is seem to be around to just receive. And that's pretty much the only thing that they do. There is definitely an imbalance going on here. I know this because I'm looking at the cards. There is a message that's coming in. I think that catalyzes all of this, some form of letter, and it comes in maybe even through gossip or chatter, you know, through the grapevine. So watch it, because honestly, you know, the accuracy of that is not high. And so I wouldn't stake your entire claim on this, but it does get to you. There's some bothersomeness about it. Could even be rumors spreading or trying to use your network to figure out some info or intel, right? So it could be that energy as well, but there's definitely something to do with chatter and gossip around a message or an energy coming in, and or chatter growing and intensifying, like kind of, it could be excited, but it's definitely center card, central energy, finances. And this comes up multiple times. It comes up multiple times, finances, and it's got something to do with friendship, a strained friendship, or definitely a strained friendship, either a friendship that's become abusive or hurtful, or a sense of feeling like there's an obligation to continue to take this abuse from a friend because of why? Something to do with ship, travel, journey abroad. Could be going abroad, or you could be stuck with somebody abroad, you know, stuck with them for a myriad of reasons, especially with the shutdowns to travel around this time. You know, there's just this sense of traveling. Maybe somebody can't travel to you, or there's hurt and pain because they've gone away. I think this is almost like being stuck with somebody traveling, or stuck with somebody who was traveling, and it's like you've overstayed your welcome a little bit. What is going on? Or just a sense of there's some kind of suffering here, and it's definitely financial. It could be financial strain, not being able to help somebody. Either way, it's mucking up your energy, because Sea of Love came out upside down, which means that you're not ready to move on from a hurtful situation, that it has not been resolved, that the next season, Sea of Love, that you're sort of in some ways drowning in this emotion, in this obligation. It's bringing you down. It's bringing you down. And it could very well be not just because of an obligation. It could be because of anger, a sense of frustration now with somebody who seems to just keep taking. This card is troublesome as well. This speaks of travel, and it speaks of meeting new people, but these new people are not necessarily the most trustworthy. So that could have been what happened. A sense of letting somebody into your life too quickly before you really knew them or vetted how valuable they were, how quality they were, their actual morality. Maybe because it was supposed to be sort of just a friendship, something a lot more shallow and passing. But ultimately, I don't think that that's what it turned into. It's almost like suddenly somebody became a squatter, whether they have been a squatter in your home or a squatter in your life. There's just a sense of somebody becoming a squatter, somebody not moving on, and whittling their way into your life a little bit too far, but also this sense of taking too much. Yeah. There's not a real reliable, trustworthy energy coming off this card right now. I don't think these people that you've met are as reliable as you think, because this is definitely strained loyalty, or a friend that you can't trust, or a relationship that's turned from good to bad. There's definitely, this could just imply change, a need for change, a need to get the fuck away from this energy. Need to kick somebody out and push them away, or just escape through the fucking bathroom window and not even say goodbye. I don't feel like that would be them. I feel like that would be you, unless somebody left you with a bill. But I think that that's part of the thing, that maybe you've been looking and searching because somebody sort of left you with a bill. And I'm not talking about a literal bill. For some of you, it might be literal. I'm talking about, that raw, nasty taste in your mouth after somebody has definitely taken advantage of you. That feeling. It's not a good time to have that feeling either. It's Christmas. You want to be giving. You want to be benevolent. And I think that that's the strain right now, is that sense of, should I just let this fucking go? You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe I should just let it be. I don't like the energy that I'm feeling in me and how it's impacting my life to feel this around me. It's like it's mucky and gross, and I just want it to be done with. And I think that there's that big inclination of you to just let it go and leave it be. But then there's that little part of you that's just like, no, I don't want to just let it go. I don't want to just leave it be. But there's this nastiness that comes, and I'm strongly feeling that I don't know if that's even a word, that's not a good way to go. It's almost a sense of the energy around you is more important than whatever 3D resources were taken. The real benefit that you've earned, that these people can't take from you, the real benefit that you've earned is the truth about their character, and definitely being open about their character and not protecting them if anybody asks. But ultimately there's just this sense of, but I don't want to keep pursuing this retribution or even revenge in some cases, because it's gotten me into this low vibrational place, and that's not where I want to be right now. I don't want to be low vibrational. Time to breathe out, a sense of release, relieving something. And that's why 1010, ooh, divine counterpart. This is a sense of spiritual balance, to let it go and release, because this energy is yucky. And your peace is more valuable. And whatever was taken, it's almost like you want your freedom more. You want your peace of mind more. Adjustments are required. Getting back to, it's like fine-tuning or tuning an instrument again. Something has made you non-harmonious. It's gotten you out of tune. And that's impacting other situations in your life. So ultimately, you're like, if I don't let this go, the person that's sitting, that toxicity that's sitting on one of my strings, making all the other keys flat, it's not going to go away. So I've definitely got to shift my mindset, shift my focus, and maybe even shift my lifestyle so that this toxicity is not around me anymore. It could also be having to rebalance what you've taken. This essence of do you see the falsehood here? Do you see it? Yeah, there's somebody here that you should not trust. That can't be trusted. It's like, do you see it? I keep looking at this card. This guy isn't even real. He's not even like a real person. They're just all like fake. She's sort of like faking you out. She's saying that she's got friends around and she doesn't really, and it's really all just to sort of steal your shit. They sort of lifted their little seedling out. Like somebody's pulling a sleight of hand here. And then you have this energy, which is definitely Capricornian energy, right? Santa Claus, Father Christmas, asking yourself, have you taken too much? Have you taken more than was actually offered of somebody who was just sort of open and vulnerable? That's what this card asks. Now, it could be their energy or it could be yours. But this card is definitely saying that there is an imbalance in giving to receiving, and it's time to give. It's time for benevolence here from somebody. And I think that in some ways it's you realizing it's time for benevolence from somebody. It's time for them to start giving, because there's a bitterness here. There's a mentality here, and I'm not to try to call you bitter, but to say that, yeah, this has left a shitty impact on you. But ultimately, expecting this person to be honest after they've been deceptive, you have to adjust that perspective, because I don't see that happening. I don't even see this as being a really sincere relationship, not necessarily romantic, but it's almost like you trusted too quickly. Yeah, and now they finally, unfortunately, your pocketbook especially may have taken a hit, because they weren't the wonderful thing you thought they were. Let's get into the spirit messages. Let's try to, I know I like to give people good news, especially around the holiday, but this is definitely something that has to be worked out, because it's muddying your energy. Yeah, okay. I don't even like how the cards feel right now. So nothing is wasted. Vulture has come out. So there was somebody picking through the shards, picking through the scraps. And somebody, I think, in some ways, because this is Aquarian energy, that you believed had potential. Yeah, somebody that you thought, oh, you're a treasure in a trash heap. I'm going to take you in and I'm going to wash you off and I'm going to mentor you and open myself up to you. I think this is a good investment. Let's see. This is somebody changing. Be at home, dream the world into being. This is Cancer Scorpio energy. So this is definitely something emotional. It's impacted you emotionally in a way that it hit home and you can't easily let this go. And Dragonfly came out wonky. So I think the truth is wonky. There hasn't been a complete reveal of what's actually happening, and the story is yet to unfold. This and that are true has come out wonky, upside down, really. So somebody is not seeing your perspective. This is an unbalanced relationship. Totally. And it could very well be a romantic relationship. And look, this card was hidden. So there's also a sense of sort of looming badness, or at least ambiguity in the background, something foggy and unclear that hasn't been made fully realized. Intuitively, I think you're already picking up on it. This is Aquarian energy too, but it's an admission that you are still a little bit foggy on the situation. So watch out, especially if it deals with romantic relationships and making too many concessions for somebody, justifying their behavior too much. That's a no-no. And if you find yourself in this position, Aquarius, you need to be aware of it, right? Because this could get out of hand real quick. Claim your independence. This is suggesting that you seriously consider walking away from this situation. It doesn't have to be a romantic relationship, y'all. This could be a new friend. In fact, I feel like it's friends that you've let into your life. There's a sense of you better off alone than being around false motherfuckers who are not on Team Aquarius. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. This is Aries energy. You may be dealing with Aries. This could be the energy of somebody who it's like they don't need you as much as you need them, or vice versa. But claim your independence is really coming out as you. Take care of yourself. Be aware of what you really deserve. Take a leap of faith in yourself, right? Know where the abundance lives. Hello. Overcome any obstacle. So you may have to take on that Taurian energy of stubborn and bullheaded, but straightforward, just calling somebody out on their shit. But this also is the House of Finances. House of Finances, you're better off being independent and on your own than being stuck in this really mucky mess. Yeah, someone gave too much. This is putting your whole self on the line, putting your whole self in, and ending up somebody's dinner. Could have started around Thanksgiving. This mentality of just showing up to glut themselves. Open to infinite possibilities. So you opened up your door, because this is present day. You opened up your door to this person. You opened up your door. You gave generously. This sense of open up wide, or a door opening wide to you. Altruism. Yeah, 100%. Working very hard on something. It could very well have been something that you were working very hard on. This is Leo energy, set right in your soul, had a purpose, got together with this person, they started working with you. See, but this is almost like the energy of somebody that gloms onto something that you already started, right? It's like you were already in the works doing this stuff. And then all of a sudden they just made their way in and, oh, let's be partners. And you were like, cool, sure. Because partnership means that you're going to get energy on the backside, right? You're going to get energy coming back to you. Partnership means that somebody's going to add something to it, right? Not just glom onto what you've already constructed. That's not partnership. That's parasite. You know what I'm saying? Lay a solid foundation. So you were this has to do with work, or something that you guys were working on or building. Bring a gentle touch. Love could have been nuances of love, because this is Virgo energy. Cultivation of something. This is Virgo energy. You could have been cultivating something, working on something, or trying to develop something, for the betterment of people, for the betterment of somebody else's life. But you move too quickly. See, this is like a moth to a flame diving in. Could also be an implication that you got your hopes up too high too quickly. And then we have time for a deep dive. Yeah, you fell. This started out as work, this started out as friendship, and then you allowed it to become something that I don't necessarily think it had shown its quality or value for. You got your hopes up. And then all of a sudden, there was a sense of what? That understanding, that sort of spidey sense of knowing, I may have to defend myself here. I might have to get my spikes out. Because, or you found them to be a lot more prickly and on the defensive, and suddenly they weren't open to you the way that you were to them, or you realized, I need to be defensive here because something ain't right. Yeah. Now is a lucky time, and use your mind wisely. So, moving forward, this is the message, Aquarius. You still have abundance all around you, and you can still take that abundance and walk the fuck away. Just be wise from now on. It's almost like you never would have imagined that this would happen. This could also be for some of you, because this is a fertility card, finding out that you're pregnant even though you thought it was impossible. If that's possible for you, if I'm not speaking to a female that can get pregnant, I understand, but a sense of all of a sudden unexpected pregnancy coming up, like, oh shit, what are you talking about? Like, not in a million years would I have assumed. Throwing yourself into this situation. There's Aries energy here. I don't know if this is speaking to your past or your current situation. It's coming up as current. Let's see a little bit about the future. Aquarius. Something's turned over, yo. Something's turned over. Yeah, this is disloyalty, man. This is exactly what flipped over in the cards. Somebody definitely letting you down and being unloyal and not coming through. It's got something to do with finances. Somebody that you were depending on to do something with you, to partner with you, or they were like, I got you, we'll do this together. No. All of a sudden, they left you high and dry financially. Right? You were planning on the future, planning on them, depending on them to be loyal. They weren't loyal. They skated out the back. And now they leave you with this fucking bill. And it's a bill that's important to you. That's the thing. That's why I think you're not so ready to just like let it go, because you're angry. This was an important investment for you. It's like deciding to buy a house with somebody and then all of a sudden they're like, I'm not ready. And you can't get in touch with them on their phone, but your name is already signed, you know, and you were like, but I can't do this on my own. Where the hell you at? That's that energy. And I understand why you're so pissed. We'll get into, let's see with tarot how we handle this, how we can treat this person, right? Moving forward. And then we also get into, if you even care right now, your love and romance reading. That's in the link below. If you have not subscribed over there, over on the Vimeo platform, you can do it, because then you get access to the extended videos a day before the YouTube videos come out, which can be great because they're standalone videos as well. And then if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and ring that bell so you know when I upload all that content. It's not just your sun sign, right? It's your sun and moon, your rising and moon that you should be watching as well. I always recommend it. But anyway, Aquarius comes out every single Wednesday, so you'll get notified as soon as that comes out. And then last but not least, I do daily tarot card readings Monday through Friday dailies over on Instagram. So please do check me out, Born_without_boundaries, and you could participate in those. So yeah, there's a lot of clarification that needs to happen with tarot about just exactly how to move forward and what's up with this person. But this is what's coming through from the angels right now, okay? Because I know that underlying this, there's a sense of fear of how am I going to handle this? How am I going to do this by myself? You're protected. So there isn't, don't fear, because you're not going to be abandoned by yourself. This person may have abandoned you, but you're not going to be laid with the bill. Let's put it that way. You are safe. Do not fear. We are with you always and surround you always with our invisible wings of light. So it's not necessarily that they're going to magically clear things up, but it is a sense of, we got this. We saw what happened. You're not alone. You don't have to prove yourself to us. We see. We got that. Check, check, check. And it's a check against that person. It's a check against the person who took advantage. It's not a check against you. That's why I just was concerned about the way your anger was impacting you, because you deserve a good life. You deserve a happy, healthy life. Archangel Raphael, feel yourself surrounded by my emerald green light. I, Archangel Raphael, offer you healing and solace. The storm clouds will soon clear and the sun will shine eternally bright. I almost feel like these negative emotions are impacting you worse than the hit to your finances. And that's sort of what we're trying to clear now. The angels are trying to help you heal from that. Achievement. Take a little time to reflect on what you have achieved to date. It is often easy to forget where you started from and how far you've come. Honor and be grateful for this extraordinary journey that is your life. Let's go to tarot. I'll meet you guys over there. The link is below.